Eco 9 is more than a car. It's our commitment to cover environmental issues that impact our community. And tonight we're in Southeast D.C. Some of our neighbors say they're dealing with a major environmental headache. Our Megan Rivers has been talking with people who live on Ely Place since 11 this morning. And Megan, I understand this all has to do with an underground spring.
Yeah, that's one of the big concerns out here tonight, Leslie. We're out here with Eco 9, and you can see right now this kind of water that's streaming down the sidewalk. That's the big concern for neighbors who live along this block right here. They tell me that they believe there's an underground spring, and when the water rises, there's nowhere for it to go, and it's wreaking havoc in their neighborhood. Now, I reached out to the Department of Energy and Environment to find out exactly what can be done to fix this problem.
I just want my mail.
It's been a while since Kathy McDaniel has been able to come outside, go to her mailbox, and get her mail. Her neighbor Jerry Bellamy had to stop by the post office Monday morning just to get his.
They had mail down there for you and all the other
resident.
All because they live on a slippery slope along Ely Place in Southeast, McDaniel says.
When I come out my door, this is what I'm faced with, that I have to have mats.
For at least the last 4 years, McDaniel and her neighbors have been dealing with what they believe is an underground spring with rising waters. And with each change of the season, they're noticing the problem flowing up the block.
For 18 out of the 22 years that I've lived here, didn't have a problem at all. Then all of a sudden, water began to come at the bottom.
And hasn't stopped. Each year, they say the water moves up a house. So much so, one neighbor tells us she built her own retainer wall. And the steps on several homes have been replaced because of erosion from the sitting water. And all the neighbors we spoke to claim when they call any DC agency for help, they've ended up being fined for a faulty outside faucet they say they don't have.
We're not sure what to do. We've been fined, we've gone to court.
And delivery drivers agree this stretch of sidewalk is unsafe. Derek has been bringing UPS packages to this street for 8 years, and even he wants to see something change.
Especially around this time of year, fall going into the wintertime, when it ices over, it doesn't just ice a thin layer, it ices to inches. That is detrimental to the job, and also walking up these steps. Me as a industrial athlete, which UPS likes to call us, is dangerous.
ANC Commissioner Brittany Hughes also says she can't get any clear answers from any DC agency on how to help her constituents. And her last attempt left the neighbors with more fines.
Anytime the post office does not want to come out to deliver mail, we have seniors living here, people are falling, that's a safety issue.
McDaniel knows the problem won't be fixed overnight, but winter is coming. And she's hoping she and her neighbors won't be forced to spend the cold months chopping away at sheets of ice.
It's just not acceptable as taxpayers.
Winter is indeed coming. Now, we did get that response from the Department of Energy and Environment. It was a joint response from them and DDOT, and it says it appears that this is a groundwater condition, and we have included this as a priority in our list of sites to address the drainage issues on the sidewalk in fiscal year 23. So we also reached out to the United States Postal Service about whether they have any plans to be able to start delivering the mail back to the folks who live in this area. I spoke with a gentleman who's 96 years old, so he really needs his mail delivered to him. And they said that they're aware of the conditions and that at times, because of the backup and the safety of their mail carriers, they just don't want to guarantee that that could happen every day. So we will continue to follow this story and provide you with any updates on air and online. Reporting live in Southeast DC tonight, I'm Megan Rivers. I'll send things back to you all in the studio.
Yeah, they're saying this is a priority for fiscal year 2023, but this is 2022, and there are still more days in this year. So hopefully, as you said, we'll stay on it and they'll do something about it sooner rather than later.
So Leslie, I do want to clear that up just to make sure that we all are on the same page. I asked the DOEE for clarity. What is fiscal year 23? And that is what we are currently in. So they can still make some changes this year. This is a priority. They say that they are now fully aware of it. And so hopefully they'll be making those changes sooner than later.
Good to know and good to have that clarity. And we will still stay on top of this to make sure that it gets done. Thank you so much.